We're on there.
All right.
Share. Copied. Uh-oh. Paste. Fetching preview. It's fetching.
It's very fetching.
Hurry up and fetch it.
Go get it.
All right, we're on.
All right.
I got it here.
Make sure you can hear it all.
It's like a celebration by cooling the game. Where did I go?
I don't know.
There we go.
I'm trying to find it on here so I can share it with everybody.
Have you found it yet?
Not yet.
We on the air.
Rocking away already.
We're here.
We are here.
Yep. Oh, they started another song.
Either way.
Listen, they a lot of cover bands in Alabama. Do you know what cover bands are?
Tell me about it.
Cover bands is bands that practices and plays other people's music. And they play in clubs mostly and other places. Was that me?
I think so.
Oh, I know what it's doing. It's telling me I'm on the air here.
It's telling you are there.
Brandy's here with me, and she goes to a lot of places herself. And we do have a TV show that's not on the air right now, but it's on the website. If everybody wants to see that, it's called ams-production.com. If anybody would want to see that,
I think they would.
they better. I know where you live.
I think they would love it.
And this conversation's on those cover bands, the music they play, the practices, the countless hours of practices, the venues they play in, and oh yes,
the money
they make. Some people, I see it all the time. Me, I'm not the best drummer in the world, but I would play for free at the right place.
Yeah, and I think you know a lot about how much practice goes into what you do.
That's why I started the TV show is I have done it before and I know what they go through. And I have told this on the TV station countless of times. And just here's a scenario. And all you musicians out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Say you live in Birmingham, okay?
Right.
What's your address? No.
Birmingham, Alabama.
But wait a minute. Anyway, just say you live in Birmingham. You're in a band. You practice 2 and 3 times a week, probably 2 and 3 hours. Not 2, probably 3 and 4 hours.
Right.
You practice. You either got your musical equipment either at home or they storage it in a trailer. If your band's rich enough to have a trailer,
right,
y'all just leave it in the trailer. But if you don't, if you're like me, you have to load that equipment up and put it in the back seat of your car like I do.
Right.
When I got this car that I got, they asked me what I was looking for. And I told them I wanted a 4-cylinder with a 4-door because my other car had a 2-door.
That would have been hard to get all your stuff in and out of.
I actually had to take one of my heads off of my drum to get it in the back seat.
No.
But anyway, you got a gig in Tuscaloosa, okay?
Right.
You have to load that equipment, and and some of these people's got heavy amplifiers, and they've got lighting equipment. Some bands has got lighting shows and stuff. And if you don't understand how heavy an amplifier and those speakers that you sing through the PA, they're heavy.
Right.
I'm talking about heavy. So imagine this. You load your stuff up. You drive for what, an hour
Yeah.
to your gig? Is that what it's called? Gig. All right. You park. You start. Me, I've got drums, so I have to make several trips. So you take them in first. You get everything inside first, and so does the rest of the band. They have to. When you get through, you have to help them. You have to get it all in first, and you got all this stuff, and it's usually on the dance floor.
Right.
You have to get there no later than 6 o'clock. Okay.
Right.
No later than 6. So you got coronavirus?
I do.
Okay.
But it's okay. We're wearing our masks.
Let's make out.
Right.
Oh, I want it too. If you got it, I want it.
Hey, thank you.
So you get everything inside. You have to start. You got these suitcases, got all these wires and microphones and everything. You got your PA. You have to start setting all this up, and it takes a good 2 hours. Now you start playing at 9 o'clock, so it'll take you a good 2.5 hours to set up.
Right.
Then about a 15-minute sound check, because you got to get it just right. Because every time,
sure everything goes.
Every time you go somewhere, the building is different. So then you got maybe 30 minutes to change shirts, because I guarantee you're going to be sweaty.
Right.
Maybe get you a hamburger somewhere or something and eat. Then you start playing. And band members say this all the time. They get paid for traveling and setting up. They play for free.
That's right.
That's what all of them say. And that's true, because they love what they do, or they wouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
Okay. They play till probably 1:30 at night. So most everybody by 12 starts going to the house or motel or everywhere they want to go, or behind the dumpster or out in the green Pinto with a yellow door.
Right.
They go somewhere. And then when y'all get through, you have to start tearing everything down. Actually, you rest first, because you're jacked up when you get through playing music. You're jacked up. So usually musicians rest for 15 or 30 minutes. So if they quit at 1:30, it's 2 o'clock time they start.
Right. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Tearing down and carrying it back to their car, van, or trailer. They have to tear it down. So you're talking about what? 1:30, 3:30? And by then you're starving to death again. So you take your trip back home. All right, you stop at that Waffle House that's there in Bessemer.
Right.
Because you're starving to death. And by then it's probably getting daylight.
Yeah. The sun is coming up.
That is the life
of a musician.
Of a cover band musician. And some of them used to, back when I used to go to different clubs and everything, it's mostly house bands. I mean, they didn't stay there forever, but they would stay there for months at a time. It wasn't, and they could leave their equipment there and actually night after night get it to where it sounded good in that building.
Right.
And playing one night at these places, you just can't do that. Right. You might get lucky and do it one night, but it's hard to do. And
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's and the practices, oh my God. I always like to practice myself.
I'm sure most musicians do.
Ones I talked to didn't.
Oh.
I hear somebody.
It's your son.
George,
Hey.
what you got? Beer?
He made a run. Made a Taco Bell run.
That wasn't Taco Bell.
In a box.
Yeah, musicians, a lot of musicians that I've talked to, they don't like our Skip.
Hey, Skip.
A lot of musicians. Skip, are you a musician? Howdy, he said.
Oh, hey.
Are you a musician? Do I see drums? I do. Is that Skip Beard? I bet it is.
I bet it is.
He got some good.
Yeah.
he got some good sounding drums, buddy. But the life of I used to love practicing, and I believe Skip did too. But practicing, you get your songs. I mean, you play cover songs, so you ain't gonna never. I always hated playing with a group that wanted it to sound exactly like the one that made it. And I think cover bands ought to have their own sound. That's my take on it. Be your own band.
Right.
Don't try to be somebody else's band. And I've played with several bands that wanted to sound just like the original. And I don't care how much they practice, they're not going to sound like the original.
Maybe the goal was for them is to not only sound like them, but do it better.
Yeah.
What do you think, Skip? Did you like to play it just like them or try to make it your own? Because, I mean, that could be a thing too.
Yeah.
You want to see if you can do it better than they did.
Yeah, you ain't going to do it.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to make it my own.
That's okay. So there you go.
I love you, Skip.
You are now one of the favorites.
I before I even knew Skip, I went to this guy. It's actually behind, Skip may remember this. It's behind Cold Spring School. A friend of mine, Jeff Robinson, was playing there. And this guitar player that was there that night was really, really good. And I taped him in that garage. And Skip was the drummer. I didn't know Skip.
Wow.
And they was doing, it wasn't cover songs. It was songs that they wrote and everything. It was pretty cool. And I've still got it, actually.
So we're going to look it up and see that later.
If we was on video, we would do that. But well, yeah.
That's what I said. We'll do that later.
Yeah. But it was pretty good. But Skip was the drummer there. Do you remember that, Skip? Do you remember going to Jeff Robinson's house out there at Cold Springs and play that lead guitar player, buddy? That day was really, really good.
Really?
Yeah. Jeff's brother Charles. Jeff is the one that was on that studio.
Oh, he does remember. He played there a few times.
Okay.
Did you know that George was videoing you? Did you know he was already recording you?
Yeah, he was on TV then.
Look at there.
I put him on TV.
That's awesome.
But that lead guitar player, I don't know who he was, but that guy was good.
No, he didn't remember you recording him.
Oh yeah, I recorded.
Well, you've been on TV, so you're famous already.
Yeah, I've still got that video. Matter of fact, I always like practice though, because you can get the music, the starting and the stopping, just the way you want it, and that's the most important.
Right.
The starting and the stopping. I played with bands that didn't know how to stop.
So how do you go about, I mean, as a musician yourself, how do you go about trying to get gigs or whatever at different places? Like, do you have to call them? What do you do? Sometimes
they call you. Most of the time you have to call them. They rebook you after you play there. If you're good enough, they rebook you.
So like just starting up, you would start calling and trying to get places to play at to get your music out there.
Oh yeah, like Sayre Bar and Grill. When they first opened up Sayre Bar and Grill, the ones that owns it now, they didn't know any bands, but they knew what I did. Somebody turned them on to me, so I sent them bands down there.
That's awesome.
And now, how did they treat me?
What?
Oh yeah,
We're calling them.
yeah.
We'll make a phone call. You know, this is just like a party house.
I know it.
This ain't nothing but a party house.
Y'all fixing to grill out? Anyway, I always loved practicing. A bunch of my band members didn't like it. You know, a lot of them would, you'd go and try to learn these songs and one of the members wouldn't be there, and that just burnt me up.
See, I would think if you was going to get into something like this, that you would just have to love it to do it. You know?
You do.
And I think that's with anything, but especially music. Like, you would have to love it to want to play an instrument anyway.
Yeah.
So, but that's just me.
I don't know. And I hear bands all the time gripe. I've seen bands also. I mean, cover bands, when you play in clubs that's got a dance floor,
Mm-hmm.
what is people going to want to do?
They want to dance.
They want to dance. Skip is in a good band that plays a lot of dance music now.
Cool.
Junior and I've heard them, and they play a lot of dance music. And you're in a dance club.
That's right. And you want to dance. You want to get up and move. If
they got a dance floor, people sooner or later is going to want to dance.
That's right.
And a lot, I tape a lot of bands, and a lot of bands don't play dance music. And I ask them, I do. I say, why do y'all play that? And you know what their reaction is? I like that music. And I'm thinking in my head, well, like it and go to the house and not get rebooked. Because they're not going to rebook you.
Right. You got to make it to where people are wanting to come back, where they want to hear it, where they want to get up and move with it.
What's going to happen if they get up and get hot and sweaty, and what are they
going to need something to drink?
They're going to want something else to drink.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
And you're going to keep them moving and getting something else to drink until it closes down, till the last call.
Yeah. So we go into Midnight Special.
Midnight Special.
This week. They used to be one of my sponsors to the TV show.
Awesome.
And we hadn't been on TV since. Now, when it went off there, they was one of the sponsors. So maybe they've changed managers. So we're going to have to see.
Yeah.
And hopefully they will. Are y'all barbecuing? Are y'all smoking? What are y'all doing out there?
About to grill.
About to grill.
Make a lot.
We might have a lot of viewers on here that are hungry.
You know what I was going to say a while ago, though. A lot of the bands, they'll play at a dance hall, and they don't play dance music.
Right.
And you ask them about it, and I do ask them about it. I always, I'm taping, and I look around. Well, they can't see me, can they?
No, they can't see. I mean, you can turn around here toward me all you want to.
I look around and see what the people's doing.
Right.
How they reacting to this band. And if they're sitting at their table
I didn't put that there.
Having a conversation. Is that a dead rat? What was that?
I'm not sure. The chicken might have got it up
here.
And
I picked it up and then wiped my nose.
It's okay.
I
mean, that's kind of like.
Oh, y'all shut up.
That's kind of like when we went to, with all this stuff going on, with the coronavirus going on, and we go to Bar 31 and the dancing is restricted. You can't just get on the dance floor and go crazy, but, they had it fixed to where, everybody's separated, but you could get up and move beside your table. And, they did a great job getting everybody up and moving.
Yeah.
And that was great.
Yeah, you got to have a good front man. I've seen bands actually not say a word, just get up there and not move. I like bands that move.
Right.
But if you play really good music, you don't really have to move. But if you're so band, I've taped a lot of bands. Listen, I have taped a
I've
lot
seen.
of bands.
I've seen.
And to me, most of them are just about equal. And that I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying they're good equally.
They're good equally.
In some way or another, maybe one group's got a better singer. You know what I mean?
Oh, you definitely have to interact with the audience. So how do you do that?
Junior's good at that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, Junior's good at that. I interviewed him way back when he first got started doing it, and he just started singing. He found out he could sing and started singing, and he really didn't know what to do. He was like
me with, I don't know what to do with my hands when I'm in front of the camera. I'm just kind of there.
Me and Skip's front man from the back. Ain't we, Skip? We the front people.
Y'all have the best seat in the house, right?
right between the bass and the guitar.
There you go.
Yeah.
So is Skip one of them that throws the drumsticks into the audience as well?
I do.
You do.
They used to accuse me of hitting them. They'd say, "Did you throw that?" Sometimes you get it hung in your hi-hat, and it just kind of flips like fuel, and it'll hit a guitar. Have you ever done that, Skip? It get hung in the hi-hat, and while you're playing, it'll just and it'll hit. It'll hit somebody in the back of the head, and they'll turn around. Did you throw that? No, I didn't.
I was just really feeling the music right then.
Yeah. But in some way or another, all the bands, one got better musicians, and their singer ain't very good. But some of them, their singer is just awesome, and somebody in the band just is not up to par.
Right.
And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're just kind of equal about everybody I've heard. Frankly, I get tired of taping them because it all runs together to me.
Well, I think I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see them play, and I'm ready to get out there and see them.
Y'all need to get out there, Skip.
Get to it, because I'm ready.
We're not going to the River Cafe, though.
Oh, well,
forget I'm not going to no river.
We will not go to the River Cafe.
I'm scared. I've played there a bunch of times, and it's
so you know how dangerous you can get.
yeah. I have to carry my gun.
Now look, they're playing.
Where are you playing?
In Clanton tomorrow.
I saw that. Where was that place at? I've played in Clanton before.
Have you?
At the Hideaway. It wasn't called the Hideaway then. It was where they moved to, where you get off the interstate and turn right. Where I played was get off the interstate and turn left. It was right beside I forget what the name of it was. It was right beside some kind of motel.
Surely not the Red Roof Inn, right?
That's right, Friend's Steakhouse.
Friend's Steakhouse.
Is a Hideaway close to it? The Hideaway. It may not even be called the Hideaway now. I think it changed hands and they might have renamed it. But the one that owned it close to the motel moved it over to the other side of the interstate. And I saw Cooter Brown play there. Okay. I was down in Montgomery, and on my way back, we went to see Cooter Brown.
Awesome.
You know who Cooter Brown is?
Yeah.
He was drunk.
I sure do.
He was drunk.
He was drunk.
Drunk as Cooter Brown.
Heard that a lot too.
He said that's how they got their name, though.
Really?
Yeah. I asked him, I said, why Cooter Brown? He said, well, it's kind of like Get Sideways.
Right.
That's got something to do with being drunk. Get sideways.
Well, I mean, that is how I can make everything clear if I've had a drink or two. If you just lean to the left, everything gets a little bit better. Some people are different. They lean back. I lean to the left.
Well, some people lean forward.
They do. They do.
And just keep leaning forward until they wake up.
I try not to do that.
They wake up in the morning with a scrape in their nose. How'd I get that?
Yoga.
Did somebody hit me?
In them yoga classes they was in, they just don't remember.
And venues, these cover bands, you know, some places ain't really got a dance floor, and basically the people stand in front of the stage. They
Right.
don't really dance; they just stand in. And those places on 7th Avenue, like Tin Roof and Oasis, and
I've never been to those. I've never been there.
that's young people.
Oh, is
That's
it?
youngins.
Oh, okay.
Josh Butler plays there a lot, and you know they just stand in front of the stage, and you can play anything. You know, if you're in that kind of place,
Right.
you don't have to play dance music.
You don't even have to play real music.
No, just stand.
Not with kids. If you're talking about kids today now,
play a DJ, get a DJ.
just mash the button and let it go.
But most places I've went to has a dance floor, and I've seen them without a dance floor, and they got up and
still
danced.
dancing. Yeah, absolutely.
The place in Decatur, the Brick, they ain't really got a dance floor, but they get up there in the front of the band and dance.
Well,
so they're a bunch of different places. Hey, Blondie, that's what's her name?
Blondie.
That's Susan.
Susan.
Yes, that's Susan.
Susan.
That's my girl right there.
You think every girl's your girl?
No, that's Susan. That's Susan.
Susan, are you his girl? I need to know.
You better answer right.
The correct answer gets you.
Here's what really burns me up, though. You ready for this?
Tell me about it.
And a lot of musicians out there is going to get on to me about this.
Oh, okay. Just know that I can't be associated with whatever he's going to say.
A lot of them thinks they need to get paid more than they need to get paid.
Okay, all right.
And I understand wanting more money,
Sure.
You know, because you're making the club money,
right?
But
and you're definitely making them a lot more if you think about it.
You know, it's coordinated, and they talk about the clubs. Actually, talks about a following, but they ain't no bands got followings no more. I mean, you know, if you wasn't friends with Skip, if you wasn't actually friends with him, you wouldn't know where he was at.
I would not.
If they skipped around and everything, I'm pretty much friends with all of them. But if I wanted to see one that I wasn't friends with, I wouldn't know where they is at.
And you know, that's what's helping me to be able to see with you telling me where they're going to be at and me getting to go with you to do this. And I get to spread it to all my friends. So that's been great.
Social media.
Exactly.
But if you ain't friends with them,
look, you don't
see it.
That's what I'm saying. So now I can share it with so many different people who love music the same way I do. And then they share it to their friends. Just like I got a lot of people coming to Midnight this Saturday.
I've always been a firm believer. Most clubs, like Say Ray, they could get a band in there that everybody down there likes and hire them as the band.
True.
You know, Razzmatazz has no problem. They did play 3 nights a week. They're the house band.
Right.
And it is so crowded, you know where they're going to be.
Yeah. So everybody knows where to find them.
Back in the 70s, if I wanted to go hear a band, I could get up and go right to them. I didn't have to look on the media. I didn't have to do anything. I knew where they was at. And if I wanted to go hear another band, if I got tired of them, I'd get it. Yes, I'd bar hop. Hush.
Bar hopper.
Susan went with me. She knows.
She still hadn't answered. I don't even think she's your girl, so she's not going to say that she went.
Yeah, she's my girl. She knows that she's my girl.
I don't know. We'll see.
But money, a lot of them, you know, wants more, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. I want a lot of money too, but I would, like I said a while ago, I would play free.
That's the love of music, though. That's what you had for what you did.
And we play free a lot. The band I'm in, we play free a lot, and it's probably, you know,
which is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta record Skip and Junior Upton band. I think she just got on here and jumped back off. Is what I think.
You're only saying that because she's not saying she's your girl.
She's my girl.
I bet she's watching and she's going, "Oh, George." She's
Oh,
listening and she's thinking, "George,
Well,
just stop it."
you put a double hard on there. What are you talking about?
She didn't mean to. She didn't mean to. So, Skip, where do you think you guys will be playing at next?
Yeah, that's a good question. Give me 5.
All right. High five on that one.
She got a 5 on that one.
5 hearts for that one. Okay. So,
When?
because we will definitely put it out there.
When?
Hey, give him a second.
A second? Blondie. She calls herself Blondie.
Blondie. I love it.
Let's go, Blondie.
Blondie and Skip.
Blondie and Skip.
Well, when you find out, definitely let us know because we will be there and we'll bring a whole group. We're bringing everybody. Thank you.
We're going Saturday in here. Who are we going to hear?
We're going to hear Tremaine. Yes.
Tremaine. They all run together with me. I just
not for me.
Susan, money. Let's talk money now.
Where's my money?
Venues really ought to have a set price on every band they hire.
Agree.
Whether they're better than everybody else or not. You know, say we pay $150 a man, and that's all we gonna pay. But some of them won't even pay that.
Oh, really?
No.
And see, I don't really know. I didn't know how all that worked anyway. How they decided what they're paying.
Listen to this. Now this is house band.
Okay.
You talking at least 200 people. $5 a head. How much is that? $1,000? Or possibly even more. So Razzmatazz gets about $3,000 for 3 nights.
And this is just your guesstimating right here. This is not. This is not a for sure number. This is not exactly what it is.
That's pretty close because Friday and Saturday nights probably more than 200. So it may be 1,500 instead of that. And they make money.
Hey, well, you know, if they put in a lot of work, then
if that's 3,000, 4 into 3,000, just 3,000. That's just guesstimating. So they get about $800, somewhere around.
I like that. I could join that band.
Wait a minute, 700 and something, close to 8. Yeah, 28, 200, 5, 750.
All right. So, anytime you need somebody to play, Skip, I'm right here. Can't play nothing.
$750 for 3 nights. I would play for that.
I would play for $20.
That's me.
I would just be there. I'll be there for $1.
But I see bands talking about venues and getting paid all the time, and I really hate that, you know. And venues probably don't pay certain bands right.
Well,
they do pay that, Skip. That's Razzmatazz now. They're the house band at Bar 31. And that's just if they get the door. That's just door money.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know if the club, you know, we know the people that own it. I don't know if they pay them or not, but that's just the door money right there. $5 a head. Wait a minute.
I was just saying, I don't know any of this. You're telling all this information. I'm learning. I don't know none of this.
I am pretty sure that the club pays them some money because Thursday night there's no cover, so I'm pretty sure they're not playing for free on
Right.
Thursday night. So the club probably plays them some. So it's probably still going to be $700 for 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, that's just a guesstimate. I may be really bad off wrong.
I'm going to say just,
But I've seen a lot of people in there to where you can't even walk to the bathroom. You have to dance with them to get by.
Yeah. I know. I've done that at the barn several times.
Come on, Blondie. Talk to us.
I just hold people and move with them until I get where I'm going. But it works out because they think I'm trying to dance with them, so they'll move me around.
Kind of like a do-si-do.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who I'll move toward whoever I think's gonna get me spin around quicker to get to the bathroom. But it works.
Some of them people though, it really they want it to be their job and everything. And if they if they want it to be their job, they need to get in a good enough band to make it their job. And
well, I mean, I've heard a lot of these bands and stuff, but by listening to a lot of your recordings, and I think a lot of them would be. I don't understand why. Is it just the places that they don't want a house band?
I don't know. There's some places now. The Greenhorn, what they done, I'm gonna tell you how he done it. And a lot of people may not even know this. When the Greenhorn was going, when they started rotating bands, if you was in the rotation, they had 4 bands in the rotation. Maybe they may have had 5, but they had. We're gonna say 4.
Okay.
And if you was in the rotation at the Greenhorn, you could not play. This went out. Hello? You couldn't. What happened?
I don't know.
Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? There we go. Hello?
Skip said yes.
Okay. I can't hear it at all on me. So I'm taking them off.
Skip, if you get to where you can't hear us, just let us know.
What was I saying?
You were talking about if you were in the rotation.
You couldn't play Jasper anywhere else in Jasper.
So you had to stay at that place.
You could play in Tuscaloosa and Montgomery and Birmingham, but you could not play in Jasper if you was in that rotation at the Greenhorn.
Gotcha.
So
now can Razzmatazz just go play wherever they want to at different times, or are they there all the time?
They're there all the time, but if I've seen where they've got a birthday party or wedding that they get hired for, they will put another band in their place. I've seen that put them in there. But I'm a firm believer in most clubs having a house band. I'm a firm believer. But now
if they all had the house band, then that wouldn't really give a lot of the other bands option to get in there, right?
Right. You were in there. And that don't mean you have to stay there, but most house bands stay there for months at a time. And, people will get tired of them. Then you swap bands.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe having the rotation would be better, because if you're just, know what I mean? It needs to be changed up a little bit, I think.
I don't like it.
Hey, difference of opinion.
Month.
Okay.
Let's go a month.
Right.
That would be cool.
I think that would be, that sounds really good too.
You'd have time enough to.
Because you could leave your stuff there, you wouldn't be,
right.
And you would do that for a month, and then the next month is, you know what I mean? You got another exciting deal coming in. Here you go.
You get a 5 on it.
Oh, look at me.
Yeah, we figured something out here.
All right. We need to spread the word.
Susan, I'm kind of mad at Susan. She didn't answer me.
Susan, would you like to call us?
Hey, you could call us and get in on this conversation. Any of y'all could.
Skip, you definitely could.
All you got to do is mash that you're looking at right now and mash that call in, and I'll answer it.
Yeah.
It'll be right here.
I'm pretty sure he's not seeing you point at it, but
I'm showing you.
I see it because I called you. I did this.
Well, you wasn't here when you called, was you?
I was at my house.
Well, you didn't see it.
And well, I mean, he's seeing the same thing we are. I love you, George.
We're fixing to fight here. Our first fight.
Oh, not really. You already threatened to strap my legs one time. So,
did I make anybody mad with money?
I mean, I think Thanksgiving says Blondie said bye. I don't know.
You know, the thing that I've done, taping bands and stuff, and I've taped a lot of bands. You've seen the list of bands I've taped.
Yes.
A lot of them, and some of them several times. Different ones, I've taped them several times, and at a different place.
Right.
Not at the same place. I've taped the same band at a different place. And the other night was the first time we've taped Razzmatazz where they're at now.
Right.
I've taped them at Lee's. I got them a job at Lee's.
Look at you.
I got them a job on the 4th of July at the Greenhorn right before they shut down.
Okay.
And one of the guys didn't show up. So it was a 3-piece. But
that's the way it goes sometimes.
I don't know what happened to my headphones a while ago. I like hearing myself talk.
Conceited much?
Yeah. Blondie.
She's not your girl.
She's my girl. She knows she's my girl. She just hadn't.
Well, she did. You do have 4 hearts now.
I know.
So
yeah, I see that.
That's 4 of them.
It's climbing.
She's slowly letting you know.
We can't
She's
put a
still your
heart, can
girl.
we?
I don't know.
What is this?
Yes, you can. We can put stuff on there. Looky there.
Let's do this.
Let's do that one.
Look at there.
Now we did that just for y'all. It looks so little.
It's a baby.
It's a baby love heart eyes, okay? But it's meant to be big.
It was big when we clicked on it. What is that V right there?
I don't.
V?
Your voice.
The valedictorian.
Right. The IMP is going to show up later. VIP.
Yeah, but I've had my show on TV since 2008, and when I first put it on, I used to get basically YouTube videos. It wasn't about Alabama. I just done it as music,
right?
And it was called "It's All About the Music." So I didn't have to do Alabama stuff, and then after I took it off the air when it was in Jasper at the local station, I took it off there, and I studied. I bought this book right here,
right?
$75 worth of book.
$75,
and I got that where you read at Cyber College,
right? Making me learn stuff.
I studied. Well, I studied what I was going to use on it, and
right.
And I said, hey, I believe I will get a website. And I believe I'll do it about Alabama musicians.
Yeah.
Alabama musicians, bands, and songwriters.
Exactly.
That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Idea for George.
And I got a light bulb in that. No light bulb. Ooh.
I mean, and if we sound louder or weirder, we're getting closer to the microphone trying to say
hello.
Testing.
Okay.
So,
what were we talking about?
I don't know. I was fixing to think something. I had something to say and I lost it.
I've taped a lot of bands, and some bands, I've actually taped some bands. I wondered why they even played music. That's how bad they were. Now, most bands are just about equal in some way or another.
Right.
And you've got some that's, just soars above everybody else.
I was going to say, to me, I mean, it's not that, from what I hear or the music that I hear, it's not that the music they're playing it bad or anything like that, but I love to see when the band members, they're really into what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
just like he was saying, and just like when Razzmatazz was up there, when he put the wig on and he come out there,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it was great.
He's doing a reggae song.
And it was great. He did.
Yeah.
He did really, really good. So I recorded that song. That was one of them that I put on the Facebook with all the pictures and stuff that I took. And everybody loved that. So that was really good.
Yeah, he does.
Just because he engaged everything. He was out there doing stuff. That was fun. I love that.
He told me when I interviewed him, when he was, now this is back in, we're going back now. When was I 30? 83? Was 83? Was I 30?
I don't know. I was born in 82.
I was 30 in 83. Yeah.
It's okay. We still make it work.
On my 30th birthday, I went to Hogan's Hideaway, which is in Southside. That's where I spent my 30th birthday. Henry, which is Razzmatazz now, had a 3-piece band. It was Henry, Skip, Henry, Bradley, Chuck Bradley, and Dennis Wilkie. It was a 3-piece band. And they did, Henry told me some of the stuff that they done on break. They would do stuff like I was telling you we ought to do on the TV show. They recreated stuff that was funny during break right there.
I love that.
And that was hilarious. God, I got drunk on my 30th birthday. I remember it, kind of.
I did not.
I lost another friend on that night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It happens.
Anyway, yeah, I like bands that moves around. Greg, before he had his wreck, Greg Edwards in the Hutch Edwards project, before he had a wreck, now, man, it busted his leg up. Man. He used to go out in the audience and dance with people and stuff. And I loved
that's awesome.
I loved it.
And don't think just because we've been talking a lot about Razzmatazz, like that's the only one. No, that's just the first band that we got out since Rona.
They're
and recorded.
There are bands out there for everybody. The bands I think is just awesome. Somebody else may think. I always thought Handshake Promise was awesome. And I've talked to some people that can't stand them.
Well, see, I haven't heard them. So that's why, this is the only one that I've been out to see. I have been a stay-at-home mom, and I'm ready to get out there and see these bands.
You like country?
Well, country's part of it. I am a country lover, but music is all over the place for me. I love music.
Well, I love music too, but
there's only like a couple of things. There's only like a couple of types that I'm gonna be like, I don't want to listen to that, and I don't want to offend anybody, but rap is one of them. There's probably and I've heard a couple of songs. I'm like, well, that's not bad. I can understand the words, but for the most part, it's not for me. But as far, gospel, bluegrass, country, rock, I love every bit of it.
My heart's broken.
Why?
Blondie.
Well, I'm sorry. She gave you 4. Use the other one.
Blondie, give me a 5. Give me a sign here. Give me that fifth heart. Where's she getting them hearts at, by the way?
I'm sure it's showing up on, how you have it when you're texting. Okay. It's on there. Okay. So, yeah. If
she gives me a 5th heart, I've got a chance.
I'm pretty sure Skip give all 13 of those to me.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I'm pretty sure that's.
Now, I don't know if he's still on here, but Skip, if you want to tell the truth, how many hearts were for me and how many were for George, that would be fine.
No, don't hurt my feelings, Skip.
It's okay, because I give George hearts all the time.
But they are. I like several country songs. Not that many, but
I am also, when I say I'm a 0 for George. I knew it. High five, Skip. Yes. Thank you.
Oh,
you're now my favorite. But as far as country goes, I like a lot of the older country. And then I have some that I like this, but a lot of it now is really not country. So there's a big difference, you
I
know?
like, there's several country songs that I like, but I've always been, always liked funk.
And see, I do too.
Like James Brown, the what's that guy's name? It starts with a P. Anything that's got this funky sound to it, like funky
You talking about
music.
Prince?
No, like funky music, Brick House.
Yeah.
Just anything that's got that funk beat to it. It's what I like,
Right.
and have always liked. And I actually liked Led Zeppelin when they was first getting started, like Black Dog and
Mm-hmm.
Hey Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're a mover and a shaker. I've seen
Parliament. Skip, you're good. You're good.
Oh my goodness.
Golly, he's good.
He is. I mean, you could say that 100 more times and he's still gonna give me the hearts.
No, I'm talking about that.
I know, I'm just saying.
That's the name of the
You
group.
can suck up to Skip all you want to. You're not getting a heart.
Parliament. Come on, Skip, give me one of them hearts. Slide one over on me.
Pour some sugar on him.
Hey, that's another good
That's
song.
a good song.
Yeah.
Right?
Just anything with that, that was me. Because
Yes.
actually on drums, they're easy to play. And that's the reason I like them, I guess.
Well, and they're fun though. They're good
Yeah.
songs to move and dance to and really get up and get around with. I mean, they're good.
The songs I hated to play and still do is stuff that's got that beat like a 8/8, like a Johnny B. Good, stuff like that. I hated playing those kind of songs. Wipeouts even got that beat to it.
But they're still good songs though.
They're good songs, but
you just didn't like playing.
I didn't like playing them, and I don't like bluegrass type stuff on drums. And a lot of gospel songs has got that same beat, just a 1-2.
Yeah.
It's just
they're
too
not trying to
simple.
get everybody to bump and grind in the church building. You know what I mean?
It's just simple.
Right. I mean, they're trying to get you the Holy Ghost, but they're not trying to get some.
Well, it ain't all. You got country. Is that Creighton?
That's my grandma.
Oh,
Don't do
I
that.
thought it said Creighton.
No names, George.
I
No
was
names.
fixing to.
That would never happen. I like Skip.
He ain't even sliding one of them hearts over for me. I swear, Skip.
He will. He will. But now, she must not be with us anymore or something
Well,
because,
she's there.
well, why is
She's
she
there.
not giving you a heart?
She broke my heart. She broke my heart.
She doesn't want to call. She's not even saying anything like Skip is. I don't understand. I love Susan. Susan, just show us something because George is going to cry. Anything.
We're gonna be doing this, everybody. We're gonna be talking cover bands, any kind of. We can even pick out a cover band to talk about.
Sure. I mean, we can even sing it a little bit. We can sing something.
Cooter Brown, Junior Upton Band. We can talk about them.
Yes.
We can talk about them.
And we would love to have y'all call in.
Yeah, y'all can call
Anybody
in.
call in. Join in with us and let's talk about it.
I'm going to stand these headphones there. Hello? I hear it now.
I heard it a while ago when you did one of the noise things, but I wasn't going to tell you.
What is going on here? Listen, Miss Crow.
Now, how am I going? Do I have headphones on?
I didn't. That sounded like it was outside. It says booing, but it goes like,
Y'all say, y'all don't know. You can't see how I'm being treated, but he has headphones on. He's like, you hear this? No, I don't hear it. It's in your ears.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness. Every time, people. Every time.
But anyway, we're going to have to start easing on out of here.
Right. George keeps trying to kick me out.
Well, it'll kick us both out in another 4 minutes or so. it won't let you do. Well, it might, since Brad helped me out and figure out that I was on a different name here. It said unlimited, so I don't know if it will or not. But
Well, that's okay. I mean, we have to tease everybody with us, and they come out, and we have to leave them till next week.
we're gonna be doing this every week at 7:00. Y'all can share. You know, if we put that link on there, y'all can share it and
Yes.
get some people on here, and we'll talk. And y'all can even call in. And we'd love for y'all to call in and join in on the conversation. And
Yes.
and quit giving Brandy hearts.
Oh, Skip gave me another one. Thanks, Skip.
He sure did. I think that was for me.
Was that one for George this
I
time
think so.
to make him feel better?
Skip's good. I couldn't think of that to save my life. I was fixing to say
He had
something
it.
else. He knew who I was talking about. See, we drummers, we you know.
Oh, y'all are just, you got it like that.
I just can't think. But you know, two drummers together, man, we bam, bam, we knock them out just like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure so far he's just helped you right out all the way.
Unless he's trying to think of something and expecting me to know, and then I can't
Call
help
the
him.
third drummer.
Yeah, we can get a third.
Call
on
the
that.
third drummer.
Yeah. But we need to know when he's going to be at Midnight Special.
Yes,
And,
definitely. Please let us know, and we'll announce it on our show next
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
Wednesday at 5
Yeah.
o'clock.
You know, Skip, we was Skip on with us yesterday? I think he was. Yeah,
Was it?
Skip Beard. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. We go live on Facebook, and you can actually see us at 5 o'clock on Wednesdays, and we do this podcast 7 o'clock
On Thursdays.
on Thursdays.
And it's not like George was saying last night. We don't go live on 5. That's not a thing. We go live at 5.
And we're gonna the cover bands, talking cover bands, club bands is gonna be the topic every time on this, because they're a big topic. We can talk about different bands and talk bad about them.
Yeah.
We can.
We can run them down.
Yeah,
Or we can lift them up.
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. I've never known, you know, now when
See, I know all the words, but I'm not a musician, so
I was going to learn a song to halfway sing with that. I couldn't learn that song. So I had to print it out and clip it to my one
oh
of my
my
drums
goodness.
and play and read it. I couldn't learn it.
Now, does that mess you up when you're trying to read and play the drums? Because I know my son, you know, he's only 19 years old, but he started playing the guitar when he was, I think, about 10 years old. And then as he got older, he started writing his own music. And he said, you know, putting it with the guitar, like he could play the guitar good, but then trying to sing his own music and playing it, he said, seemed hard. You know, it took him a little while to work at that. Is that hard? Is it the same with a drummer if you're trying to sing? Does it kind of,
somebody like me it does.
does it? I mean, I'm being serious. Like,
Oh,
I wondered about that.
It's I've seen them. Yeah, I see what he says there.
Who are we going to?
Who's that? That's a new one, and we're fixing to get off.
Well,
Can we stay on another 5?
we might be able to.
We got about 55 seconds to think about it. Arg.
He's a pirate. Shiver me timbers.
He may really be a pirate. Oh, he's talking about that.
Right? Pirate radio.
That's right. We talk club bands, cover bands. That's what we're talking about. What the hell's that? How you say that? Linrun?
I think so.
Linrun? Yeah.
Glad you joined.
Skip said we listen to the music, not the vocals, and he's exactly right.
Yeah.
He gave you 5.
Okay.
I don't get none. Blondie probably give them all to you too.
I don't know. She didn't give me another one though. So
She didn't give me another one either. She didn't give me the first one.
you know what?
That's
We're gonna
sad.
call you later,
Hey,
Susan.
we went over a minute. Yeah, it didn't cut us off, I don't reckon.
Well, not yet, but they might get us for being pirates.
Yeah.
Always stealing booty.
Uh,
That's how we roll.
but y'all join us every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Every 7 at Thursday o'clock. Y'all, every Thursday at 7.
Exactly.
Every Thursday at 7. And also we on Facebook on 5 o'clock.
We go live on Facebook on Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock. Wednesday evening at 5 o'clock. And you get to see these beautiful faces.
Skip's on it. Well, one beautiful face.
So yours.
Hey, I got to show you my thing. No, this is radio, ain't it?
That comes out wrong. They don't know what you're trying to show me.
See it? See?
Put that away. We're doing a show. It's okay, guys. It's totally under control.
Let me see it. Okay, it's saying
Now, what?
we got to get out of here before we get
Okay.
in trouble. They'll be banning me.
Skip giving me more hearts. He knows what I got to deal with over here. Oh, being with a drummer.
All right, we got to get off and see y'all Wednesday. And if y'all gonna join us at midnight special, me and Miss Dandy Brandy here will be there. She's a fine girl, yeah, fine girl.
We will be there Saturday night.
Hey, Blondie ain't gonna come. She's scared.
Well, she's not even talking to you right now. Why would she
know,
come?
she's-
But Blondie, I'll be there. You can come to see
She's
me.
on here though. She's just scared. She's scared. She's trying to smooth everything out. before
Right,
she-
right.
I know.
She says you got to quit calling me your girl
Uh-huh.
to everybody.
Uh-huh.
So,
uh-huh.
but Skip, I'm looking forward to hearing you guys as well. Just let us
Ginger's
know.
good. They got a good band. Have got a good
I'm
band.
ready to.
They,
I'm ready to hear.
they play some good music. That's the thing about
Just
it.
don't throw a drumstick at me, okay? Because I cannot catch.
I can't see them, so don't throw them at
Throw
me.
one George's direction. I'll help you out.
I'll catch it with my teeth. Let's get out of here. What do we always say?
Keep making music, Alabama.
Where's that thing at?
What thing?
Is this cut? Yep.